Professora, na sua apresentação, a senhora falou muito da importância de atrair talentos para o magistério. Mas nós estamos falando aí, os exemplos geralmente citados de países bem-sucedidos nisso são Finlândia, Singapura, Coreia, são países menores. A Finlândia, por exemplo, tem 1 milhão de estudantes na educação básica. No Brasil, estamos falando de 40 milhões de estudantes. Os Estados Unidos também são números parecidos. Como a senhora vê esse desafio de atrair melhores profissionais para a carreira docente, pensando num universo de tantos milhões de estudantes e milhões de professores necessários?
I think the most important thing that we can do, both in the United States and here in Brazil, is to acknowledge and to make the country aware of the job and the importance of a teacher. Teachers influence society. They change lives. They help individuals learn skills that will cause them to be happy and healthy in their future. It's not just what children learn in school around math or language or science. It's that teachers help children become caring, careful, thoughtful human beings. And therefore, I think the more work we do to communicate what a teacher does and how a teacher does this is the first step in attracting individuals into teaching.
Não há dúvida que é importante atrair mais talentos para a carreira docente, mas de nada adianta falar isso se a gente não tocar na questão salarial. É preciso pagar melhores salários para que essas pessoas, e uma carreira melhor também, para que essas pessoas se sintam atraídas a entrar no magistério. De novo, eu repito, como fazer isso num sistema com milhões de estudantes, milhões de professores?
I think, of course, teachers should be paid more. And that will be very expensive with the number of teachers that you have or the number of teachers that we have. So, yes, let us pay them more, but only paying them more will not solve the education problem. So I would like to see the profession differentiate more, rewarding very good teachers with more money and different jobs. So if I acknowledge that you are a very good mathematics teacher, then maybe you should coach and mentor other teachers or new beginning teachers so that you're not always teaching children, but you're teaching adults. And so I think it's both, yes, we need to pay them more, but we need to change the job so that there are more opportunities for growth and for participation.
Mas como fazer isso na prática? Como pagar de forma diferenciada se a gente sabe, por diversos estudos acadêmicos, o quão importante é o peso de fatores que são fora da escola no aprendizado dos alunos? Ou seja, não há consenso sobre como medir, como avaliar um trabalho de um bom professor. O que a senhora vê como importante, uma boa estratégia para fazer isso?
You are very right to press and to say this will be difficult, but I do think it can be done. I think we need to look at multiple measures of a teacher's performance. One measure is what are the children learning? Obviously that is influenced by who the children are, and we have in our country many economists who are working to try to model, how I measure your performance or my performance. But that's only one piece. Another piece is how good of a colleague am I of you? Do I help you? Do I work with other teachers? And a data point for that, I think, is asking other teachers to evaluate each other in the job. Controversial, I know. Another area that we are using to evaluate teachers is asking the students. And once again, it's complicated. But if you ask all of the students to think back on their schooling year and what teacher made a difference in their lives, it's quite reliable. Another possible source are parents. Asking parents what do they see this teacher doing. Each one of those measures, of course, are complicated, but taken together, I think they can give a very valuable metric as to the contribution of this human being. And then I would be in favor of paying them differently. once we have the system in place, we don't use just one measure, but multiple measures. That is how I would do it.
Na sua palestra, a senhora disse também como é importante dar suporte aos professores que hoje estão em sala de aula. É possível dar exemplos? O que é uma escola onde os professores têm suporte dos outros ou um sistema educacional que realmente dá suporte aos professores?
I think the accountability has to be both ways. So if you come and evaluate me as a teacher and you suggest there are areas of improvement, I should hold you accountable for supporting me. It's not enough for you to just say, you're not very good at this and this and this, and then wash your hands of it. It is equally important for you to support me. And ways to support me is to come into my classroom, is to teach a demonstration yourself with my children, coach me, video my performance, sit down with me and look at what I did, be very concrete, and tell me that next week I want you to try this and this. But don't leave me simply with a critical report. So it's a reciprocal accountability.
Professora, muito obrigado por sua visita. Espero que volte com frequência ao Brasil.